Today we're gonna get straight to the heart of one of the most common interview questions in 3 minutes or less. Today's interview question, what is your greatest weakness? So, why does the interviewer ask this question? The interviewer doesn't just want to know how much you suck. They're asking this question for 3 very straightforward reasons. 1, are you self-aware enough to know about your weakness? 2, are you honest enough to admit that weakness? And number 3, are you proactive enough to be addressing that weakness? We're gonna knock out these first 2 response criteria by simply picking an appropriate weakness. But how do we pick that weakness, you might ask? Well, first thing is we're gonna pick that real weakness, or at least a real sounding weakness. None of this, my greatest weakness is that I'm a perfectionist crap. Remember, the point here is to show our self-awareness and our honesty. And picking one of those strengthy sounding weaknesses is gonna fail on both of these counts. We're also gonna stick to a professional shortcoming instead of a personal one. The interviewer does not care about your personal life. They care about your work productivity, so stick to a weakness that is relevant. Finally, stay away from something that's obviously impactful to the job that you're applying to, right? Don't say you suck with numbers if you're applying to be an accountant. So, as long as you are coming up with a realistic, authentic sounding, work-related weakness, you've cleared the first 2 hurdles. Now, all of this is worthless if you don't nail the last part, which is showing that you're proactively addressing that weakness. This is where you can kind of play it off as a strength, and we'll get there in a second. Now, how you present your weakness is critical. We're gonna lay out our weakness in the most relatable way possible before moving straight onto how we're working to improve that weakness. And by this, I don't simply mean, oh yeah, I'm working on getting better. I mean, I've put systems A, B, and C in place to ensure that this weakness never impacts my work. If you've got a lousy memory, you use a calendar. If you're nervous about speaking up, you've joined public speaking groups that force you to face that fear and give monthly presentations. Whatever the case, you're implementing something outside of your own willpower that mitigates or even prevents your weakness from impacting your work. When we've picked a legitimate weakness and shown how we've put systems in place to mitigate that weakness, we've beat this interview question. This really doesn't need to be a scary question. With a good response to this question, you'll not only show the interviewer that you're self-aware, but that you're the kind of person who sees challenges as opportunities for success. This question usually goes hand in hand with what is your greatest strength. So check out that video right here, or take a deeper dive into this greatest weakness question by watching this video right here. Keep prepping for that interview, and I will catch you next time.